Hello everyone, my name is Ravi Shah and I am doing a level 7 in IT from Nelson Marble Institute of Technology. In this video, I will give you a brief introduction about we are creating a virtual environment and we create a virtual machines by using for shared storage and virtual switch and all the things. And in this video, I will provide you a introduction about a migration. We can do a migration from like one host to another host, and we can change our shared host like shared storage as well for a particular virtual machine. From we can move our virtual machine from one host or one database to another database. So what is the migration? Migration means like a virtual machine can move from one physical host to another physical host, and we can also move a file of that virtual machine from one database to another database, which is shared between two hosts. So in the migration, we need at least two hosts. So we can able to migrate our machine from one place to another place. What is vMotion in VMware? So vMotion is enable a facility to migrate a machine which is live from one host to another host. By using a vMotion, we can migrate live machine from which is turned on and which is in the environment, which is running in the environment. We can move that machine from one host to another host. And in this lab, I can cover like how can we migrate a machine files from one database to another database, which is shared between two hosts. How can we create a physical switch for a particular vMotion pod? How can we uh, change a basic requirement which is needed for the migration in ESXi host, and also a basic requirement for the virtual machine? And how can we move a live machine from one host to another host? After all these things, we can move in the practical things like, yeah, we can open a vSphere web client and open a client machine. In here, we can open a vSphere web client to do all the things where we already created our shared database and two hosts are already connected to this client. Yes, just fill up your username and the password, enter. Now we are in the main page of the vSphere web client. Just go to a vCenter and then host and clusters. In here, you can see like in the particular inventory, I already add two hosts, ESXi host 1 dot domain and ESXi host 2 dot domain. In the first task, I just move virtual machine 3 from one database to another database. But before that, just go to a related object and find that on which data store it's belong to. It's private VMFS1. Just right click and migrate. Click on migrate and click a second option, change data store. Click next. That one is a 1, VMFS01. So we can migrate in VMFS02. Just click in next and click on finish. You can see over here the process of moving a virtual machine from one data store to another data store. It will take time. It's taking long time, so we just click on the host and we can move further for temporary. Yeah, we can go on host and click on manage and then click on network. make sure we are like you have a physical switch which is attached to your virtual switch, and we can create a vkernel adapter. So in here, just click on vkernel adapter and click one of your virtual switch, click edit, and check the vMotion traffic. By using this action, uh, host can able to move one virtual machine from one host to another host, and click OK. And you have to do the same changes in a second host. So go to a second host in the same way, manage and then network. Select a manage network, click edit, and check the vMotion traffic and click OK. After that, we just go to a host 1 again, and we just go to a related objects, yeah, and click on data stores. In here we can see how many of like data stores we have to access, like an NFS Ravi and private VMFS 2. A same storage, shared storage will be in here in ESXi host 2. It must be, because we have to move one virtual machine from one host to another host. So this is the basic requirement, like we have to make balance and we have to make sure both of the hosts have same configuration. So in here you can also see NFS Ravi, VFMS01 and VMFS202. So it's fixed, like we are already create a same specification for both hosts. After that, just select one of the virtual machine. This process is still going on. It's 47%. Select another virtual machine, virtual machine 2. Just right click and go to a setting. We have to change, or we have to make sure a minimum requirement of the settings for the virtual one. There is, click on CPU. Make sure there is no any reservations CPU speed. After that, click on memory. In the same step, there is no reservation, only 0 is available and valid for the migration, and click OK. One more thing, just go to your settings one more. Yeah, and check in here in CD and DVD drive. You have to uncheck this one, this checkbox, connect at power on, and select a client device from the drop down. So it means your DVD writer, it's not connected while you are moving your virtual machine from one host to another host, because this is an external thing. If you connect DVD writer while you are migrating your host from sorry, you are migrating your machine from one host to another host, it's not possible to migrate a same content of DVD from one host to another host. So we have to disconnect that connection with the DVD one, and we can select a client device and then OK. After that, we just right click a virtual machine, click on migrate, select a change host, click next, select different host, which is ESXi Ravi01, Ravi.local, sorry, and then click next, click finish. You can see over here our virtual machine is migrating from one host to another host. It also takes some time. Yeah, a migration of the virtual machine is done. We can do online as well. Just turn on the virtual machine. Yeah, successfully turn on. In here, you can see like virtual machine Ravi 01-02. It's successfully turned on. Just right click. In the same process, click on migrate. Select a change host. Click next. Select EXXI host 1. Click next. A default setting and then click next. Yeah, and finish. You can see over here a same process will be continue to move the machine from one host to another host. Yes. Yeah, relocation of virtual machine is done. So in this lab, uh, you can learn like how can we move our virtual machine from one host to another host, how can we change our shared database from one database to another database, we can move our file of virtual machines from one database to another database, and what is the minimum requirement for the migration, like not connected to a DVD writer, also not given any reservation for RAM and CPU, and also create a vMotion enable for your virtual switch. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you understand this video, like what is the migration, and if you have any query, just give me a query in comment box. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.